So my plan for this week, I'm going to make a witch's hat. I'm not sure if it's going to be one that I can wear or if I'm just going to make it as a decoration. We will find out. I'm going to crochet it, which is slightly bold and daring because I'm not really good at crocheting. I can do the granny squares and a few simple things, but now I'm going to crochet a witch's hat, and I'm going to use this yarn, which is Pergint by Sandnes. So I have 4 skeins of this black one. I also have somewhere in my stash, I should have brought that, but I got a few bits and bobs that I can use to decorate it afterwards. But first of all, I'm going to start attempting to crochet it. I have my crochet needles ready, and I'm going to attempt to use that amazing crochet hat that Crochetverse has made a pattern for. I bought it ages ago and haven't used it yet. Not sure I will be able to, because I don't think I've ever read a crochet pattern really. So this will be a new one, but hey, let's be brave and daring and just go for it. So let's see if we can make a witch's hat. Okay, I've gotten started. I am crocheting away, and this is what I've got so far. I'm not sure this is what it's supposed to look like. I'll insert a picture here so you can see what the actual project is meant to look like. But I think I'm in the vicinity at least of what it is supposed to be. But for now it looks more like a, I don't know, cat's tail or something. Very weird. Doesn't seem too difficult, a pattern to crochet by this far, but then again, this is all I've done. So let's continue. Update time. I had to give up on the crochet pattern, not because there was something wrong with it, absolutely not. It was even me, who's a beginner or, I don't know, rookie crocheter, had no issues following along with that pattern, but I did have the wrong type of yarn, so it didn't work very well for me, and it didn't look like it was supposed to. So I ripped it all back, and I decided that I am going to make my own knitted witch's hat, and pretty much making my own pattern. So we'll see, maybe I will have a pattern for you as well in the end. This is what it looks like right now. I am going by the same basic principle as the other witch's hat that she made. Kind of doing a little swirl like so. And yeah, that's the idea. And I'm knitting mine instead, so I am taking notes while I'm working on this, and we'll see if there will be a pattern for this as well. But yeah, not sure. I don't have a solid plan for how to do this, but I am thinking about putting some type of wire. I think she has starched her hat to make it, to shape it. I'm considering using a wire instead, especially for this top thinner part, and maybe stuff it a little with well, some type of stuffing so that I can shape it, because I want like a little round thing like that. And yeah, we'll see. I'm just knitting along, increasing every now and then, and we'll see what happens, see where we'll end up. Fingers crossed I'll be able to make a witch's hat from this. It's exciting. I'm having fun. Progress has been made. This is where we are at right now. And I have to say, knitting does work a lot better for me. Pretty, hey? Anyhow, The benefit of knitting is, of course, that the yarn will last you a lot longer. I would not have enough with 4 balls of yarn if I was going to crochet and use double-stranded. Now I'm knitting and just using 1 strand, and excuse me, and I just broke into the second skein, so yeah. So my plan right now is to continue with the circumference set. I got 2 needles in here because I needed to try it on my head to make sure it would fit. I still haven't decided if I'm actually going to wear it or if I'm just going to have it as a decoration, but I am making it so that it does fit my head if should I want to wear it. So also it doesn't really have that arch. It's just because I got double needles weighing it down here. So I'm going to continue a few more centimeters of length here, and then I need to figure out how to make the wide brim so that it is flat. So I might need to do some calculations for that, but I think I can swing that. And then we will decorate it, stuff the tip a bit, curl it. I really like that look. Yeah. So on with the knitting, and let's see where we end up. Here we are, this far. Here's the tip of the hat. Couldn't quite fit it all into the frame of the camera. What I've decided is I am going to make this a decoration and not wearable, because to make it wearable I would need to starch it somehow or somehow stabilize the brim. And I don't really see any moment in time where I will be actually wearing a witch's hat. So it's going to be a decoration. So what I've decided to do is I've gotten some of this stuff. It's just some heavy paper stuff that you get in packages to, you know, just make sure that the stuff you've ordered doesn't break. And I had quite a lot of that. And I've stuffed the inside of the hat, so it's a bit squiggly and uneven, which is I don't want this to look perfect. And once I had filled the entire thing, I have pinned it to a piece of cardboard. And my plan is to use a glue gun and glue the brim to the cardboard. And then I'm going to cut it to size. Not sure if I should cut it first though. No, I think I should cut it afterwards. Or at least once I've glued some of this. So that it is attached to the cardboard. And then I can, for the last centimeter or so, I can just cut the cardboard then and glue the last part. I think, maybe. So what I did here is I knit the entire hat up until where I wanted the brim to start. And then I increased, how much did I increase? Every other stitch? I don't know. I do have it written down, so there may be a pattern eventually for this. But I increased a lot of stitches to make sure that it will fold out. And then I divided all the stitches into 5 sections, and they weren't even sections. They were like, I don't know, 26 in some and 25 in some, and that doesn't matter. It's close enough. And then I increased 1 stitch. I put a stitch marker and I increased 1 stitch at each stitch marker on each row to make it round like so. And yeah, that's just knit until I had an edge that I was happy with. So that's it. Now we are going to attempt to glue this. Now I'm not sure how I'm going to do this because the hot glue is going to, if I try to press this down with hot glue underneath, I'm going to burn myself. So I'm thinking maybe I can use this to push down with to protect my fingers. So I'm going to try to do that first. And of course I am gonna have to remove the pins, at least some of them. I need to think a couple of minutes about how to do this the best way. Time to decorate the hat. As you can see, there are a lot of spots around here from the glue, and I haven't bothered about that because I am going to decorate it all over the brim and part of it upwards as well. So I've got some, what do you call this, toil? I got some of this that's a little more stiff. And I got a soft one as well. And I got this beautiful sparkly one. There we go. Then I'm going to drape around the hat. Don't have a clear plan for how to do this, so I'm just going to wing it. And we'll see what we end up with. There we go. And as a final thing, I'm going to attempt to add some wire to the top here so I can curl it. Not sure if that's going to work. I've got some fairly stiff wire here. Let's see how long it needs to be. Something like that, maybe. Now let's see if I can thread it in here somehow. Probably should have done this earlier in the process. Let's see, we're talking. There you go. Yeah, I like that. There it is. I am actually quite happy with this one. How it turned out. Fairly quick and easy. It takes a little time to knit a hat, of course, but the rest is fairly quick. So that's it. that's this week's Halloween project. A decorative witch's hat. And I really love how this one came out. Ready for Halloween.